Welcome back. To further discuss the elections, we are joined by political analyst Jide Ojo. Good evening, Mr. Jide. Thank you for joining us this evening.
It's my pleasure, Queen. Good evening. Happy weekend.
Thank you. Mr. Jide, what emerging voter behavior trends have been observed in these by-elections, particularly regarding voter turnout and party loyalty?
Well, what happened today isn't anything extraordinary or something that is unprecedented. We've always had issues around low voter turnout, vote buying, violence or threat of violence. And this has been on a relatively smaller scale this time around. So kudos to INEC and the civil society for the voter education they have done. Maybe I should correct a little bit of an impression that those who, when I listen to Victor saying, because of people's facial capturing took place many years ago, so this time around they've matured and they are finding it difficult to get captured with behaviours. Behaviours facial capturing is just an advanced technology. Recall that in 2015, what we had was smart card reader, which actually deals with only fingerprinting. So it is either or. It's not like you must willy-nilly go through facial recognition with behaviours. If your fingerprints could be captured, you are good. If your face could be captured, you are good. If either of the two is not captured, you are supposed to use what is called QR code. There is a QR code on your permanent voter's card that will also be used as a means of accrediting you, just to be sure that it's you and not somebody else that you are impersonating. So we have had news report of a couple of places in Ogun and in Kaduna State where some party agents or polling agents were caught with huge sums of money. I recall that in the Kenya area of Ogun State, this allegation was trending on the social media. 2 INEC staff and a number of polling agents were caught by the, I don't know whether it's police or DSS, whatever. Then in Kaduna, we learned about 25.9 million naira was seized from a polling agent overnight, which was meant for vote buying. All of these have always been part of our political culture, though unfortunate, but it is what it is. Politicians will not stop to try their luck and using and deploying Machiavellian principle of the end justifying the means.
What do these by-elections reveal about the current strength and internal cohesion of the APC, PDP, and emerging third forces?
Queen, you are trying to make me play Nostradamus, the man who saw tomorrow. I'm not in any of the situation rooms, so I don't know who has won. There are a lot of results trending on the social media, but I think largely from if I could use the some of the results posted on social media as to postulate what may have happened, I think what has happened reflected the strength of each of the political parties where they have governors. So in Oyo State, particularly in that Ibadan North, it will seem like PDP eventually won. From what I'm getting, what the result I'm getting on social media, in Edo State, APC won. From what I'm also getting on social media, of course, when you see in Ogun State, it will also seem like APC will win because I had the PDP candidates complaining bitterly that his supporters were being intimidated, harassed, beaten, and all of that. So when you see one camp complaining that the election is not going according to plan, you know that is the losing side. When you see the other camp that is praising and lauding how the election has been conducted, you can judge from those kind of statements who is winning. But I think we need to give benefit of that to INEC to make an official declaration. All that is just trending now is what I would say some snippets of polling unit results, which you need to aggregate to know who has eventually won. I saw something on social media where somebody said somewhere in Anambra, in a state constituency election, that ADC candidate, a lady, won. Again, I'm not in an independent, I don't have independent means of ascertaining whether this is true or not, given the fact that we now have a lot of fake news being peddled on the social media. But I think by tomorrow, the picture will be cleared whether there's any offset. And to me, an offset will be in states where a governor belongs to a party, if in that state you now have an opposition winning or defeating the party that is in control at the state level, that may amount to offset. But right now, I'm not in a position to say whether there have been such offsets, or suffice to say that this by-election has come a very long time. Many of the positions have been vacant since last year, 2024. And by this time next year, another party primaries will be holding ahead of 2027. So INEC had to delay holding these by-elections for so many reasons, bordering of maybe logistics, funding, and all of that. But it is hard for me that at least largely this election has gone very peaceful, at least for what I've read on the social media and the conventional media. It has been largely peaceful. It has been, although low turnout. The very unfortunate case was what I learned happened in Enugu, where for the third time running, an election, a supplementary election, was also stalled and could not be concluded for third time because the political gladiators, the PDP and the Labour Party in that federal constituency, I think, could not agree on allowing the election to hold. But these things do happen in every democracy, particularly in a developing and underdeveloped country like ours. But I hope in due course, we'll put this behind us and allow for seamless conduct of elections. But suffice to say, I congratulate those who may have won. I hope they will deliver, just like that during your Vox Pop in Ibadan. One of the people interviewed saying that he hopes those who win, whoever wins, will deliver on their campaign promises, because that's what has also led to situations where there's low voter turnout. People have not really seen the dividends of democracy. They've not seen the deliverables. They've not seen good governance. And this paradigm needs to shift if we want to encourage more people to come out in future elections.
Thank you so much, Jide Ojo, for joining us this evening.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend.